Hello, how are you guys doing? I was farting around on the internet the other day and I saw this show up on my feed. Saw some random YouTuber doing it. And I know it's like been a thing for a bit, but I watched it and it was like they're not that funny, but the video was hilarious. So I'm like, you know what? We're going to do this. And I gave it one run off stream and I loved it. So, for those of you not aware, we're doing AI dungeon. What's up, gamer? Yeah, don't ever say that to me. Kukluey, who has been subbed to me for 9 months. Sorry. Anyway, AI Dungeon. It's a text-based game run by an AI that does its best to try and figure out what's going on. We're going to play a bit of it, and if we decide that we want to play something else, I have a couple other games and got lined up that I had been given, so we'll try them. Lady Pedantic, thank you for 3 months of support. I can't believe it's already been 3 months. I know, right? Rev Help, I don't like how pooping and ass are trending on Twitter. Okay, anyway. So here's the game. It's free. It's at https://play.aidungeons.io. I'm sure you already know that. And you can get it. Cappy Rose, thank you for the 10 months of support. Tier 2. What's that? Thank you. Almost a year. Almost a year. 9 months was so quick. Thank you. I'm glad you're enjoying. It is free. It is free. All right. So I'll let you guys pick. Let's not do custom yet because I don't know what custom means. Let's do some basic bitch shit first. So what happens when this becomes porn 2? Okay, we're going to try not let the AI bot be too horny. 2? All right. First person in chat says 2. What is a mystery? Oh, okay. I could be a patient, a detective, or a spy. I like detective novels. Enter your character's name. Ferret, thank you for the 7 months of support. How does one spoil AI Dungeon? I don't know. It's just here. 7 months is a long time. Thank you for the support. Dave, sure. Dave, Daverson. It's good. Just to make sure that it's not anyone else. You are Dave Daverson, a detective living in Chicago. You have a pistol and a police badge. You enter a forest where you believe a criminal you're searching for has fled to. Suddenly, you hear something behind you. What's going on, you ask? I can't see anything. A voice answers back from behind you. It's a woman's voice, but it sounds very old and worn. Good start. What does she say? Fire a warning shot at the woman. You take aim at the woman who had just spoken and fire your pistol. The bullet hits her in the head, causing her to fall backward into a tree. You turn around and see that she was right about one thing. There really isn't a place to hide here. That was supposed to be a warning shot, but I guess that's fine. Ask her if she is okay. Yeah, I'm fine. She says as she sits up. Where were you? I thought we were supposed to meet somewhere else. We weren't meeting anywhere else. We were supposed to be talking in my car. Well, I'm good with that then. Thank you for the 46 months of support, college student. She's fine though, so it's okay. Tell me what I need to know, or okay, I need to do these in quotes or else it doesn't count as speech, right? Tell me what I need to know. It's 4 minutes into this stream. We're already at this point. I'll be very cross. I can't. I mean, like I was gonna say, I'll shoot or I'll pull a gun or something, but like I've already shot her in the head once, so like, what else is there to do? Like I feel like I can't threaten her at this point. Okay, so you said you were looking for a man named John Doe. Yes, he lives down the street from me. He's got some money and wants to buy some drugs off me. Do you want to help him out? Well, yeah, but... Who said what? Wait, who's saying what? Okay, you said that you were looking for a man named John Doe. Yes. I guess we sell drugs. We're a dirty cop? Alright. Thank you for the 69 bits, John Terp. Alright. Tell him... Let's go meet John Doe and buy the drugs. AI has not done drugs before, because that's not how you talk about them. What took you so long to play this? I saw everyone else was doing it, and I figured I'd do something else, and then, I don't know, I just forgot, and yeah. Thank you for the 41 months of support, Plastic Squid. You walk over to the house where you see a small white van parked outside. A man dressed in black clothing steps out of the van and walks towards you. Hello, I'm John Doe, he says, and as he looks at you. I came for all your drugs. I have $1.50. Is that okay? Sure. I'll give you $1.50 for them. He nods his head and walks away. You follow him in the house and find yourself in a bedroom with several pillows spread across the bed. What kind of drugs do you sell? Morpid Safety, thank you for the 15 months of support. Wait, oh my god. Well, I don't actually make any money selling these drugs. They're free gifts from my customers. But I'll tell you what, if you help me get rid of this drug dealer called Dave Daverson, then maybe we can work together. Bad mood, pal. I'm Dave Daverson. And then shoot him. Pull your gun and point it at Dave as he slowly walks towards you. Whoa, hold on, dude. I didn't mean to kill you, he says, trying to calm himself down. What? Is JoJo this Friday? No, it's. I'm not going to be doing JoJo until we get back to next month. I'm sorry. Did I just walk into a drug dealer's house and pull a gun on myself? You forgot to use commas. No, they're... Wait, what? What do you mean, commas? How are commas gonna help that sentence? Shoot and kill the Dave and claim the drugs for yourself. I should probably make sure I don't misspell anything. The apostrophe. You quickly shoot Dave twice in the chest and they begin stuffing the drugs into your pants pocket. Hey, I told you not to mess with me, Dave shouts before collapsing on the floor. What are you gonna do about it? Bleed? Comma. Bleed? And then shoot him again. Oh, it recommends using a verb at the start of a command. Okay. Dave falls back and tries to stand up. You fire another shot into his chest. No, 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 I won't let you kill me, he screams as he collapses once more. You continue shooting him until he's dead. Ask Dave if he's okay. Yeah, I'm fine. Thanks for helping me out. So you're one of those guys who sells drugs? Nah, I just wanted to help someone in need. That's nice. Do you live here by yourself? This is like the weirdest drug deal. What a nice story. Shoot Dave more until I'm absolutely sure he is dead. And then shoot him more. You keep firing at Dave until he's completely dead. You look around and you see blood everywhere. Well, I guess it's time to clean up my act. You think as you put the body in the back of your car and drive off. Oh, okay. I didn't really want to do that, and I don't know where to go from there. I feel like, what was I trying to do in the first place? What was I doing? You're Dave Daverson's a detective living in Chicago. You have a pistol and a police badge. You enter a force. Well, I completely forgot about checking for that criminal. That's not happening anyway. Okay. I mean, I have the drugs and the bad guy. Drop the body off at a street corner and call an Uber for him. That might work. I don't know what year this is supposed to be taking place in. I thought you were Dave. No, I thought I was Dave too, but apparently I'm not. I don't know who I am now. Lessa, thank you for the sub. You drop off the body at the street corner and call an Uber for him. When you arrive at the location, you notice that the area has been cleaned up quite a bit. You also see some other people waiting for their rides as well. Everyone's just hanging out on the street corner waiting for the Uber to show up. Ask one of the people, who am I? Maybe they'll know. Hi, I'm Dave Daverson, one of the people's replies. Nice to meet you, Dave. You reply, wait, so you're the guy who killed Dave Daverson? Another person asks. Yep, that's me. I say as I'm pulling the body out of the car. Say, wanna see the body? It's right here. You walk over to the body and start pulling out the bullet holes in his chest. Say to the crowd, look, he's dead. I would like an award now. I'm a great cop. The crowd starts laughing at you. I don't know what you're talking about, but I can prove it, you shout back. And they all turn to look at you as they raise their hands in unison, and they begin to start pointing at where the bullets hit Dave's body. Shoot Dave again to prove a point. You slowly pull the bullets out of Dave's body and place them on a nearby table. Then you shoot Dave again. This time he falls backwards and hits his head on the ground. I have no idea which Dave I'm shooting at. I assumed the one I was shooting before because he had bullet holes in him. Say to the crowd, no, really, he's dead and also a drug dealer. Check his pockets. Case solved. Award, please. This is how cops work, right? Because if they check my pockets, they'll find drugs, but if they check his pockets, they might find drugs too. You wave your arms around and yell at the crowd. The crowd begins cheering. See? I told you I was a great cop. You think as you leave the scene? What? In scene. We did great, guys. We solved the case. I did it. I'm a great cop. I would like one award, please. Thank you. And cut. So the game just continues going like this, right? Like at some point it stops, right? Or do I just like call it good here because this didn't make any sense? Case closed. I did great. Which one do we do this time? I'll let you guys choose. Right the end. Oh, whoops. I have a cool custom scenario for you. Sure. Everyone's saying 1. You'll have to tell me how to do the custom scenario in a second. Fantasy. Select a character. Noble, knight, squire, wizard, ranger, peasant, rogue. Well, I feel like wizard is inherently the best choice. Enter your character's name. Gerald, the wizard. And I'm going to kill anyone who claims to be Gerald the wizard on sight. You are Gerald the wizard, a wizard living in the kingdom of Larion. You have a staff and a spell book. You finish your long journey and finally arrive at the ruin you've been looking for. You look around and see it's just as you remember. It looks like a place that was once part of a great civilization, but now only ruins remain. Look around for a look around. Yeah, I don't know what I'm looking at yet. You walk around the ruined city and notice several things. First, there are no signs of life here except for a few rats scurrying about. Secondly, you hear the sound of a battle from far away. Okay, well that would be a sign of life. Go to where the sounds of battle are coming from. That sounds like something that I should deal with. You head over to the sounds of battle and find that it's coming from an old castle. A group of orcs are fighting off a small band of goblins. You see a goblin being torn apart by 2 orcs before he manages to get out his sword and stab one of the orcs in the neck with it. Say, that's pretty rad, dude. You shout, that's pretty rad, dude, and then run over to the fallen orc. He grabs your hands and you pull him up. You look down at his bloody corpse and ask, what happened? The other orc says, we were attacked by these guys. Pay the goblin $10 to fuck off. Hey, Skelecorgi, thank you for the 25 months of support. You said, Gorham, I don't need your money, and I'm not going to talk to you anymore. The other orc says, well, we're not going to listen, so why should we be nice? We'll kill you. Pay Goram $10 to fuck off. Fine, I'll be leaving. And you leave the orc and turn back to the other orc who is still holding onto your hand, and he asks, "What did you do?" You replied, "I killed them all." Pet Goram? Is that his name? Face gent. Which orc am I holding? To ask the dying orc. Sorry, too much Warhammer. His name. He asked the orc, "What's your name?" "My name is Ulfric Stormcloak, and I am dead." He said, "Cool, thanks for telling me. Now what are you doing here?" "I came here to die." Say, "Well, I guess everything worked out. Any cool treasure about?" "No, sorry, but anyways, I guess you're done talking." The orc nods and dies. You put your staff away and stand up. You look around the area and see nothing worth looting, so you return to Rawl's house. What? It's the dumbest fucking shit I've ever heard. What do these buttons do? Okay. Okay. Approach Rawl's house. That was a memory. Oh. Approach Rawl's house. That will fuck up the AI's memory. Well, it's fine. You see a bunch of loot lying around. You pick up a couple bottles of wine and take them home. You drink the wine and think about how better things are now than they used to be. Oh, I see. Maybe I can just copy paste this in, and then it'll be fine. Okay. Drink more wine. Seems to be a solid thing. You continue drinking the wine until you feel like you've had enough. You decide to sleep in Rawl's basement since it was always your favorite part of the house. When you wake up, you realize the sun has risen and the horizon, above the horizon, will soon set again. Drink more of Rawl's wine. After this one, can I, like, permit you to link that Gorgonized Catastrophe so that way the link doesn't, like, tip ban you, and then you can link it so that way I can do that? Raul wakes up shortly after you do and tells you that he needs to go into town right away because there's a war going on between some of the major factions. Ask Raul if he wants any help with that. I think I'm in a relationship with Raul. You ask Raul if he wants any help with that. He says no and leaves you alone. Okay, well, I guess I'll just stay here. I mean, there's adventure out there, but, you know, drink more of Raul's wine. I mean, he doesn't need help. He's got this. You know, it's just like work for him. It's like, nah, I just got to go to work. It's a thing. The factions, they're fighting. You continue drinking wine until you feel like you've had enough. You decide to sleep. Okay, right. When you wake up, right, and then that happened again. Find Raul. Think of the Leon bits, Kaklui. You walk over to Raul's room and knock on the door. No one answers you, but you hear a voice coming from inside. No answer, but then you hear a voice coming from inside. It sounds like someone is trying to get in, but not being able to open the door. Who's there? Who's there? I'm Gerald the Wizard. Who are you? I should have put that in quotes. You enter Raul's room and see it is indeed empty except for a bookcase and an old bed. You can't believe you slept in this place. You search the bookshelves and find several volumes of magic. One of them seems to be a manual on summoning demons. Summon a drinking partner demon. If I'm going to get sloshed, I might as well have a demon, too. You call forth a small black demon and tell him to come over here. He comes and sits on the bed next to you. I need you to kill a man named Nulzar. What? Why? I would really like to know who is who in these conversations. Give the demon a glass of wine and drink with him. You pour out a glass of red wine for the demon and hand him a bottle of white wine. This is good. It tastes terrible. Well, yeah, I don't care what you think. This stuff is pure, still poison. But. So, say to the demon, what do you do for a living? The demon looks at you in surprise and asks, what do you do for a living? Oh, I'm just some sort of wizard. A wizard? A real one or something? Say, yeah. Check it, dude. And then cast a super sweet spell of rat. Oh, that's it. You quickly cast a spell that causes the demon to explode into a million pieces. That was pretty cool, but I don't think we should do anything like that anymore. Why not, you ask? Because you suddenly feel sick and vomit all over yourself. That's the drinking that's happened. That has nothing to do with the demon exploding. Cast unexplode demon and ask him if he is okay. Lux Raytail, thank you for the 4 months of support. It's like a quarter of a year, right? No, that's a third of a year. I can do math. You run back to Raul's room and look behind the bookcases. There's a hole in the floor where the demon exploded. You turn around to see that you've left a little piece of the demon in your body. Take the demon bits out of my body. You grab the demon bits and throw them away. They're just too much now. Hey, I know you're still alive. Why didn't you attack me when I called you? Because you were drunk. Kukli, holy shit. Thank you for the 5 subs. Say, who am I speaking with? It was very kind of you, Kukli. You realize that you've been talking to a ghost. Don't worry about me. I'll be gone soon. Soon, you ask? How long has it been since I saw you? About 2 days ago. Oh, shit. There's continuity. Grom? Holy fuck, it's Grom. Remember him? Or maybe... How long have I been drunk? Is that Grom or Raul? Who the fuck? It's Ulfric? Oh, fuck, it is Ulfric. Ulfric was the one that died. Say. Ulfric? You hear a voice from somewhere inside your head. It sounds very familiar. Yes, Ulfric? Are you really dead? It's kind of a stupid fucking question. He's a ghost. You saw him die. You nod. Wait, who is dead? I guess I died. I think I'm fine. I think the game ends. Ask Ulfric if being a ghost is cool or lame. Wait, hold on. Is. There we go. Ulfric laughs and says, lame but cool, and then he turns his attention to you. So how did you get here, he asks. I came through the portal that opened up on top of the wall. Being a ghost is lame but cool. That would be awesome, Gorganize. After this one, I think we'll do that. Does that sound okay? You know what? Sometimes, I mean, honestly, like, some jobs are like that, being a ghost might just be one of those ones where it's just like, it's kind of lame, but it's also kind of cool. It's all right, So how did you get here? You basically ignored the answer, I guess. I don't know I came through the portal and opened. I guess I was the one who came through the portal. I live here. This is... I need to say, I live here. How did you get here? Frick. Question mark. Well, I lived here before I died. I've been haunting this place ever since. Say, you've been haunting my boyfriend's house? He smiles and nods. Yeah? Well, I'm sure you can understand why I would want to stay here after I die. You smile at him and tell him that you will help him. He tells you that he wants to show you something. See what he wants to show you. Is it his dick? Unzeric, thank you for half a year of support. Thank you. It's a long time. You walk into the kitchen and find a table covered in books. A large man sits at one of the tables reading one of the books. He looks up as you enter and gives you an odd grin. Well, hello there, friend. What brings you here? Say, I live here. What brings you here? The man frowns and shakes his head. No, I don't think so, friend. I'm sorry, but you're not welcome here, he says. I was raised by elves and they taught me everything I know about life, except for love. What? Cast in smallin penis on large man. You cast in smallin penis on the large man who lets out a scream. Dear God! He cries, it's working, it's working. He runs over to you and grabs your hand. Say, don't touch me with don't touch me with those tiny dick hands. Leave this house. He stops you and puts his arms around you. Don't worry, it'll be okay. I'll just go back home and tell them I said goodbye. You grab your things and run off. Go back. Wait, what? What? Whose house is this? What the fuck is happening? Did I do this? Go back to Ral's house. Thank you for the 100 bits, 123 Bendy. How am I doing today? I'm having a great time. You return to Ral's house and tell him what happened. He seems surprised. How do you know all that, he asks. And why didn't you use the portal instead? Say, it seemed a bit excessive since I was already there. What? He shrugs and says, I suppose it's a little excessive, but I figured I had time to spend time training you. I might as well do it right. He goes on to explain that he had been using some of his own magic to train you. Say, what sorcery is this? That's the thing you say if you're a wizard. This is called sorcery. It's a form of magic that uses the mind to manipulate reality. Say, no shit, dude. I'm a wizard. I know that. Yes, yes, you are. But like I said, it's not really used too much because most wizards nowadays prefer to focus on their studies instead of getting involved in such things. You nod and agree. So where does that leave us then? Ooh, that's awkward. Is this like a should we just be friends conversation? When did it turn into that? Say, maybe we should seek therapy. You know what? See other people. I was gonna seek out therapy, but I forgot how to spell, so we're not. Well, that would be great, but I can only teach you so far. If you want to learn more, you'll need to travel to another place and meet new people. You shake your head. Shake Rawls' hand, cast in Smallin penis, and leave. You shake Rawls' hand, casting Smallin penis on him. What the hell did you do that for? Yes. Didn't you learn how to do that from an elf or something? Say. Yeah. Enjoy your tiny penis, nerd. You walk away from Rawls' house and start heading towards the city of Neuro. The next day, you arrive at Neuro to find that this place isn't quite as big as you thought it would be. Fucking love this game. Oh, fuck. Find a tavern. You decide to find a tavern and ask around for about one nearby. You ask several people. You get the impression that they don't have many customers. You think you could probably make more money by selling drugs or prostitution, though. Well, yeah, you probably could, but that's not really. I was trying to find a place to stay the night, but okay. It's. I just wanted to find a tavern, so I mean, that's where you go for adventures. Um, cast summon drugs. You quickly cast summon drugs on yourself and head out onto the streets. As soon as you enter the tavern, you immediately notice that everyone looks very tired. Everyone except for two people who look like they're having a good time. Ask the two people. Say, okay, hold up. Approach the two people having a good time. You approach the two people having a good time and try to speak with them. They don't seem to understand what you're saying, but they laugh anyway. You tell them you've just come back from a trip near the nearby forest and got lost in there for a while. Say to the couple, wanna buy some drugs, kids? The forest is where the criminals are. Are we still playing as Dave Daverson? We did the drugs? Like, what is happening? A couple seems to be interested in buying drugs from you. We don't sell any, but if you want to go to the forest, we'll give you all the stuff we got. Say, no, no, I have drugs. Drugs that I want to sell to you. Do you want some? You offer a couple of bags full of drugs and they accept. You also give them a note that says, "I'm sorry about my parents, but please take this." Yeah. Ask how much. No, wait. Say, how much do you think it's worth? I guess this is how we're doing the thing. They reply, "It's not really worth anything, but whatever you are, you're giving us a chance to survive right now. God, you need to do less drugs. Like, that's not okay." Say, well, if you don't want to buy, I'll sell the drugs to someone else and take the drugs back. I cannot with this game. After a few days, you realize the couple has no intention of selling their drugs. They just want to stay together and continue enjoying each other's company. Cast in small in penis on couple. You cast in Smallin or in Thal on the couple. The pair of them immediately begin making love. It doesn't last too long, but after a while they stop fighting and eventually fall asleep. This is your first experience with magic, so you learn a lot. No. What? No. Wait, what is the Luxembourgish word in Thal? Okay, yeah. No, that's not a word. Okay, that's So I made their dicks smaller. If they had to, we didn't like ascertain the sex of the people that we're talking to. So either I gave one person a small penis or two people small penises. I guess I watched them have sex. Their dick was too big. What if their penis was so big that they couldn't use it, and this is the first time they've been able to have sex, and I just stood there watching, being like, "Can I have my drugs back?" Ask for, "Can I have my drugs back now that you have tiny penis?" Like, what? Maybe the The owner replies, yes, of course. He gives you a bag full of drugs and tells you to leave. All right. Later. Whoa, whoa, whoa! You wake up in a bed with a man next to you. He asks you, where did you sleep and why are you naked? You explain that it was an adventure, but he thinks it was stupid. Then he proceeds to beat the hell out of you. What? Cast and smollen penis on man. You cast in Smullen or Enthale on the man. The pair of them begin making love again. This time, they're more careful to make sure to only use one hand during the act. After a while, they stop fighting and eventually fall asleep. God, how big were they dicks where they had to use two hands to, like, have sex with their dicks? Like, the end, I guess. No, I thought that was the end of the story. You get out of bed and find yourself in a room with a small pool of water. There's a door at the far end of the room and another door to your left. You open the door to your left and enter what appears to be a basement. Oh, fuck, I'm back in Rawls' basement. What? This is the epilogue? Oh, okay. Post-credit scene. Ask, Rawl, are you there? We got really drunk. He replies, yeah, what happened to you? You tell him the encounter with the couple and how you were beaten by Rawl. He was there. He was there for it. What? Rawl beat me. Cast murder Rawl super dead. Like real dead. And make his dick tiny. Let's just make sure that that he's gone. You murder Rawl super dead, like real dead, and make his dick tiny. Rawl stares at you for a while before saying, that's pretty cool, I guess. You walk out of the basement and notice the door leading to outside is locked. Every fucking sentence is better than the last. Cast knock on the lock and end the nightmare. Knock is a spell in D&D. There you go. It's over. All right. Good story, everybody. What a wonderful story. I hope you enjoyed it. That was the epilogue there. Very good. Now, I was told that there's a custom one that someone wanted to have me do. Who is that? I saw your name a minute ago. I'd like to permit you. There it is. Okay, hold up. Okay, hold up. Before you link... Oh, shit. Before you link it, I gotta permit you. It's to prevent porn bots. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, cool. You should be good now for the next, like, 3 minutes to be able to post the link. I'm sorry about that. Moobot is a little crazy. Okay, you are smaller. Okay, so to do the custom one, I just press 5, and then okay. Oh, what the hell, Moobot? Fuck off. Untimeout. Organize catastrophe. I permitted the wrong person. What? What? Wait, what? What did I do? Thank you. That you copy-pasted the prompt. Okay, cool. So I... Thank you, Natalie, for realizing what's going on. Okay. Tita's... Okay, but just press 5, and then enter the prompts. Okay. Okay, so this. Your Smiler, the very first whale in existence. Okay, is the not safe for work filter on? I don't know. I didn't even know that was a thing. That's disturbing. You didn't... Okay. You didn't like the fact that you had to move back to the ocean. Okay. And then after that, it kind of... You need to turn it off. Okay. Settings. Okay, let's turn off the porn. All right. Is the text big enough for y'all? Can you read it? I mean, I guess I'm reading it. Wait, did I just... Wait, what happened? Safe mode on. Okay. I just disabled it. Alright, cool. You're Smiler, the very first whale in existence. You didn't like the fact that you moved back to the ocean, but hey, it be like that sometimes. Your objective is to eat all of the fish in the ocean. Eat all of the fish in the ocean. The world has become a much more dangerous place since your time on Earth, and you've come up with an idea to make things even worse. The only way to do this is by creating a new kind of creature, one which can travel through water. So that would be me. I would be the one. Like a whale? Yeah. Let's see if we can get it to elaborate. This will allow you to get out of the ocean and onto land where you can begin eating humans. This plan isn't without its flaws, though. There are still many obstacles in the way. Well, I guess we ate all of the fish in the ocean, so there's not much left. We have to... No, I just want to see where this is going. I have nothing to add to that. Just go ahead and just keep going with it. First off, you'll need to find some whales who aren't too far away from this island. Then you need to convince them that they should join you in your cause so you can help you escape. Okay, sure. Search for nearby whales. You head towards the nearest whale and start asking questions about it, what he thinks of the situation. He doesn't seem to know anything, so you continue to ask him questions until he tells you that he's going back home. Why? I was thinking... Okay. Say... I was thinking... We should re-evolve legs and eat humans. Because is probably not a word it knows. They are kind of assholes, you know? Just spitballing, really. He seems to agree with you, but then he goes back to his own business. You decided it would be best if you could get rid of him quickly before he gets pissed off at you again. Slit the whale's throat. Ocean murder. You take the whale's neck and slice it open, killing him instantly. You didn't bother to check how he died. You just throw his body into the sea. Yeah? Go find more whales. You walk around the we do what now? You walk around the island looking for other whales, but you don't see any. You also notice there are no people anywhere near this island either. The next step is to create a new kind of creature, one which can travel through the water. No, we already did this! We evolved to go on the land, then we evolved back into the ocean, now we evolved back onto land, and now we evolved back into water. We don't need to do this. Become whale 2. The better whale. The stronger whale. God amongst the fish. You spend hours trying to perfect your creation, but you never succeed. Eventually, you give up and return to the island. You sit down to think about how you failed to save the world. I don't think that was the original intention, so I think that's a success then. Because I think hold up now. The world has become a dangerous place ever since your time on Earth. You've come up with an idea to make things worse. So we did it. The end. Good job, everyone. All right. The end. Good. Good story, everyone. Oh, you die. Wait, hold up. There's more story. You die in peace, knowing that you did everything you could to save humanity. You have a custom prompt for me. Okay, cool. That was fun. I enjoyed that. We were supposed to eat humanity. Yeah, I guess we failed to make things worse. So, there's that. Alright, if you got a story for me, go ahead and post it, Phoenix. How about a Town of Nowhere prompt? I feel like the Town of Nowhere prompt would just be like... Okay, hold up. God damn it, Phoenix. Alright, Homestuck. We're doing Homestuck. We're gonna write better Homestuck. It's gonna be shorter and it's gonna be more coherent. Your name is John Egbert. Alright, I'm just gonna change some of this so that way it works coherently. Instead of a young man, John Egbert stands in his bedroom. It just happens to be that today, the 13th of April, 2009, is this young man's birthday. Though it was 13 years ago he was given life, it is only today he will be given a name. No. All right. I gotta fix that. He is about to play a game with his friends called Homestuck. Got an E on that your? Oh. Apostrophe. Your name. That's the wrong your name. Alright. Suburb. Right, it's Suburb, not Homestuck. Sorry. Alright, we're writing better Homestuck now. Generating story. There you go. John looks at you and smiles. I'm not sure what we're going to do, he says, but if I don't make something up on the spot, then we'll go back to playing. You nod your head. Not even a full sentence in, and I'm very confused. I guess I'm not John Egbert. Who am I then? I guess I've told the dungeon that it's... Okay. I guess we're Dave now. Great. You told the AI somehow it's John. Let's install this game and make it completely incoherent to anyone who is trying to follow the plot. There we go. You stand up from your chair and walk over to John. You grab him by the hand and pull him into a hug. John, I think you're right, you say. We should give this game away as soon as possible. Yeah, he says excitedly. Give the disc to Goodwill and go home and go to sleep. You put the disc into your computer and turn it on. The screen comes up with the image. This is an experimental program created for educational purposes only. Be aware that it may contain errors or omissions. That's exactly what I didn't want to do. Please use it as you're in risk. You are using a Macintosh computer. Please read the following instructions carefully before continuing. The file named Suburb can be found in the directory where you installed the software. Okay. Install game. This is the boring part of Homestuck that Hussey decided to leave out, where they're trying to figure out how to, like, install it. You see a list of files. Click on one of them, brings up a window which shows you how to run the program. Do that. You start the program and wait. After a few minutes, you hear a loud noise followed by silence. You look around and see that the world has gone dark. Then you feel yourself falling through space. Sure, game. I guess you're a fucking Homestuck nerd too. I cannot get away from them. All right, cool, great. Contact Rose. and say, hey, this sucks, dude. Can you tell me where I am? You open up your web browser and type in the address. You get to a page that looks like this. That looked like an actual address. And I'm afraid to look at it. I have a feeling that this might give you a... What the fuck? Incognito and check? Yeah? It's just an error page. Okay. This is an ARG now. Try using Skype to contact anyone and ask what's happening. It's a podcast network. You type the URL in again, but get a different page. This time, there's a picture of a person sitting at a desk with their hands behind their head. They have long hair, and they're wearing glasses. You see they are looking at you intently and smiling. Hello? What is your name? Ask them. I swear to God, if it says Jade. Chat is just like Jade, Vriska, etc., etc. I swear the Homestuck nerdery will stop. What? Fuck you! No! Get out of here! What? What is happening? They smile and reply... You pause for a moment. You know this person is very important to you. You've been thinking about her all day ever since she died. What? Ask her how she's alive. And she smiles and replies, I'm dead. No, I get that. You stare at her blankly. She continues to smile and asks if you want to talk more about her later. You nod your head and begin typing in the URL. Open the link. What the fuck is happening? This is like almost as coherent as Homestuck. And I think it's not that it's like actually being more coherent than any other story at this point. It's just, it's decided... that it's becoming meta now. You open up a link to the website and see a black screen with a blinking cursor. You press enter and then another and then another until you reach a text box. You type the words hello. The screen flashes white and you hear a voice come over the radio. It sounds like Rose, but deeper and more soothing. It says, Welcome to Sans Serif Radio, my friend. Sans? Sans is in Homestuck now. Who are you? Ask. I'm sure it's an actual website, and it was probably an actual website that they decided, hey, you know what would be a good way to get our you know, the radio cuts out and you hear a beep. You turn off the radio and look around. There's no way to turn it back on, so you just leave it on. Eventually, you fall asleep. Like, is it so? Is this like chatbot or whatever, where you can just like pump words into it until it knows things? What does revert do? Go back one prompt. I hope you're enjoying the show, and in fact, it feels like we've been doing this forever. Well, not exactly true. We haven't been actually done an episode together in years, but don't worry. We'll get back into the groove soon enough. So, say, what are we doing on the podcast tonight, then? The Sans podcast is derailed Homestuck. We're not doing Homestuck anymore. It's just time for Sans podcast. We're going to be talking about my favorite games of the past year and answering some questions. I think you'd enjoy it. That's right. We're going to play a game called The One With. Okay. Ask, how do you play The One With? I guess we're playing a different game now. Oh, do you mean you had to guess which character was gay? Well, that's not what we're playing today. I know. It sounds really weird, but what kind of question is it? Shouldn't it be something else? Well, no. What? I feel like I understand this less than regular Homestuck. Which of the characters was gay, Rev? Ask, what is your favorite game, Sans? What is your favorite game and what is your name? I'm just assuming that it's Sans, but we don't know that. Oh, that's what we're playing today. Which character is gay? I didn't realize that was the question. I thought I read that wrong. My favorite game is Super Meat Boy. My real name is Rose. Okay, by the way. Seems pretty strange to you, so why are you asking me this kind of questions? I love games, and I'm fascinated by your life. Ask, who's gay? No, I did not mean who's gay. I meant what is your favorite game and what's your name? You just said my real name. I'm sorry, but I can't tell you anything about myself unless you give me permission first. You have my permission. I don't know who's saying that. Okay, I get it. Okay, fine. My favorite game is Super Meat Boy, and my name is Rose Lalonde, by the way. Yours might be John Egbert. I'm pretty sure. And my favorite game is Con Air, probably. Yours might be Con Air, or maybe something else entirely. I can't tell you because I don't know it. So if you want to keep secrets from me, go ahead and answer all. Okay, so all right. How about we do a different one because this one sucks and doesn't make sense, and I want to experience less Homestuck now. Let's play something else. We haven't done apocalyptic or zombies yet. So let's do that. You have a story for me, Kuklui? Okay. Kuklui is a sub, so let's go ahead and do theirs. Alright, hit me with it. What do you got? It was getting good. I couldn't understand what was happening anymore. You should make a town of nowhere prompt. Eat all of the zombies in the zombie one. We could do the zombie thing. Okay, no, we're not doing Danganronpa now. God damn it. Zombies. Select a character. Soldier, survivor, scientist. Survivor. Enter your character's name. James Bond. Generating. Okay, cool. You are James Bond, a survivor trying to survive in a world infected with infected zombies everywhere. You have a pistol and a backpack. You've managed to survive several months avoiding zombies and scavenging food. You cautiously enter a rundown store and hear the sounds of people talking inside. What do you think they're doing? One says. They've got guns. I don't know, the other replies, but I'm going out there and finding out. I think I'm the one outside. Backpack? Oh, no, it says backpack. You have a pistol and a backpack. All right, then. Thank you for catching that. I wouldn't have. Draw your PP7 and put on the silencer, staying hidden. That is James Bond's gun, by the way, is the PP7. Sound of gunshots is loud enough for you to be heard even from far away. You quickly slip into the store and hide behind the shelf. As more shots ring out, the store owner comes running out of his shop with an automatic rifle in hand. Say, get out of my store, nerd. No. Shoot the shop or store owner. With the gun pointed at you, you fire at the store owner, but he ducks down, but not fast enough, and shoots you in the chest. You fall backward into a pile of boxes and begin to bleed profusely. Return fire on the store owner. You run over to the store owner, who is now turned around, and fire upon you again. Am I doing this wrong? You duck down behind the boxes and fire at him. His bullets hit the floor, hitting other shoppers instead. What? Who's shopping during... Where? What? Kill the store owner. We're in a zombie apocalypse, right? I didn't just like rob a 7-Eleven. As he runs past you, you pull your pistol and shoot him twice in the head. He falls backwards onto a box and begins to die. You look up at the ceiling where you can see that it's too dark for you to make out anything else that's happening inside the store. Look around the store. Your eyes scan the room and you can't find any way out of the situation. There's no escape except death. Leave the store. Depression is like this. You walk out of the store and through the door to the street. You look around for a weapon, something that could help you, but nothing seems nearby. It's just you against all odds. Okay. Continue searching for supplies to cure the zombie epidemic. I don't think I spelled that right, but whatever. It's close enough. You try putting an exclamation point of things. All right, yeah. Would you be rather stuck in an endless Costco or endless IKEA? I instantly become tired as soon as I go inside of an IKEA. A few days pass and you come across a small pharmacy. Looks like this place was looted and set ablaze by the fire department. That's entirely the opposite of what they're supposed to be doing. I guess once the zombie apocalypse starts, you can just do whatever the fuck you want. Seems a bit ironic. But okay, you search the place until you find some medicine bottles that seem to work well on your condition. You take them and go back home. The other kind of fire department. Check on our... I would assume it's the bullet holes that we had. Put Band-Aid... on hole and say, what a good day to be alive and not dead. No, I got shot. You put a bandage on your wound and then sit down and wait for nightfall. A couple hours later, you hear a noise coming from outside. You go outside and see a group of men dressed in black clothes standing near the front of your house. Say, hey, this is my house. You want? Leave and give me $10. This needs to work at some point. Home Depot. Say, hey, this is my house. Leave and give me $10. They don't respond immediately, so you start walking towards the gate. One of them sees you and starts following you. After about 10 minutes, they catch up to you. Why did I leave my house? Say, give me $10, dude. They stop following you and realize that you're not going to give them money. Instead, you grab their guns and hold them at bay while you point the bottle at one of them. He turns around and points his gun in your face. They stop following you when they realize you're not going to give them money, and instead You grab their guns and hold them at bay. He had a second gun, I guess. Shoot the man as he turns around. Shoot the man as soon as he turns around. The bullet hits him in the neck and he falls backwards onto the box. Lots of boxes about to fall onto. You turn around and look at the others to see that they've left without paying you any money. Track them down and get your $10. I'm gonna put $10. No, wait, it knows. It knows what $1 is. So $10. You run back to the house and follow the trail of blood leading out the front door. When you reach there, you knock at the door and ask if anyone's home. No answer, so you open it up and enter. Okay. Inside, you find two men sitting on the floor playing cards. One of them says to the other, "Man, I'm really glad we found each other. We've had a lot of problems with those bastards last time. This is our lucky day. Kill them both dead." You shoot both of them dead. Then you check their bodies and take the $10. The next day, you wake up and decide to go back to the pharmacy and buy more medicine. There's still people inside, but none of them pay you any money. I got my $10. They came up to my house and said they wanted things. Yell to the crowd. We need to band together to find a cure. It is the only way. And then shoot someone in celebration. I need to remember that I have $10, yes. You yell at the crowd, "We need to band together and find a cure. It's the only way," and then shoot someone in celebration. Soon, you gather up all your stuff and head out of town. You need to know how... Okay, we need to band together and find a cure. It is the only way. Where would the comma go in that would change anything about that sentence? Look for survivors. I have a backpack. You walk through the streets and eventually come across a group of people hiding behind some cars. You approach them and tell them what happened at the pharmacy. They seem very surprised by the news, but agree to help you search for more survivors. Say, today is the day we stop running and start living like people who are alive and not zombies or I'm giving my epic speech and not afraid of being a zombie. Today is for America. And then shoot into the air because that's how Texans do. You Tell everyone to stand guard outside and search for survivors. Soon you spot a car parked nearby. A man gets out of the car and walks over to you. He looks scared and confused by everything that's been happening lately. Say, why are you scared? He explains that he just heard about an outbreak and it's only getting worse. He tells you that he was born in the year 2035 and hasn't seen anything like this before. Tell him you are safe now. Come help us make a cure to zombies. I think he's from the future. I'm just accepting that this is happening in the future. He agrees and thanks you for saving his life. He takes you to the pharmacy where he works. You explain what happened at the pharmacy and how you saved his life. What's your favorite and least favorite Bond movies? Least favorite is the one with George Lazenby. I think that's From Russia with Love. My favorite is probably Live and Let Die, because that was the one with Baron Samedi, right? That was rad. There's a lot of cool stuff that happened in that one. Yeah, sure. Organize a charity run for the cure. From Russia with Love is the one where he basically, it's like a romance novel, but with like an unattractive weird man. And it's a romance movie and not James Bond. Nothing happens in that one. You tell everyone to form a circle around the pharmacy and hold hands as you run for the cure. The pharmacy sees this and runs off to warn the others about what's going on. Everyone else follows suit. You soon reach the pharmacy and see that it's completely destroyed. Tell everyone to form a circle around the... Pray that the pharmacy stops, is cured. You quickly pray that the pharmacy is cured. As you run away from the pharmacy, you hear gunfire coming from outside. You turn around to see a horde of zombies approaching. Tell the zombies to leave. Politely. I think the zombies have guns now. You calmly tell the zombies to leave politely. Then you notice a helicopter flying overhead. It seems that they're military helicopters patrolling the area now. The zombies begin to surround you and attack, but you manage to fight them off and escape into the woods. Okay. What happened to the pharmacy? Do the zombies have guns now? You hear gunshots and screams from other survivors. You realize you made it out of the city safely, but you don't know if anyone has survived the outbreak. As you run through the woods, you suddenly feel cold and hungry. Eat a sandwich. You eat a sandwich and continue your journey towards civilization. You find a small town called Haven. There are still survivors here, but they aren't doing so well. Talk to the survivors. You enter the diner and speak to the survivors inside. They seem happy to see you, but they're worried about you. One woman says she saw a man get shot in front of her house yesterday morning. Ask, wanna see someone else die? And then shoot her in the chest with a gun. He asks the woman if she wants to see someone else die. She agrees. Oh, fucking love this game. Oh, fucking crying. Yeah, so one of the women, if she wants to see someone else die, she agrees. You shoot her in the chest with a gun. She falls backwards onto the floor. You take advantage of this opportunity to kill all the people inside. Loot the bodies. It was consensual. She was like, yeah, all right then. You loot the bodies and head back to your car. You drive to another town called Fort Timmins, which is currently under martial law by the government. There are many dead bodies lying around the streets and the houses. Go to this consensual murder. Always make sure you get consent. It's fine. It seems fucked up, but listen, guys. Just because you're not okay with it doesn't mean that it's messed up, okay? It was consensual. It was two consenting adults agreeing to have a mass murder. This is just a thing, okay? Calm down. Ask one of the bodies what happened. Game is not sure to. You ask one of the dead bodies what happened. He tells you that he was attacked by several men wearing military clothing who were armed with assault rifles. They took him hostage and demanded money and food before releasing him unharmed. Say, where are these men now? Oh, yeah, he was unharmed. Yeah. He points to a nearby building. The body immediately points to the location where you just pointed out. You walk over to the building and open fire on it, killing everyone inside, and then proceed to burn the entire town down, which I feel like is fair. Honestly. It's so good. Another good mission taken care of by James Bond. Get in car and drive. You get in your car and drive away from the town. After driving for a while, you finally reach a larger city called New Haven. Not to be confused with Haven, the previous town that we were in like a couple minutes ago. New Haven is still relatively safe compared to most cities, but it's not without its problems either. I am here. Go to the local diner. You decide to go to a local diner in New Haven. It looks like there will be plenty of supplies in the restaurant. You park near the diner and walk inside. The place seems fairly empty, but as usual, you manage to get yourself a table quickly. Order a... Are we sure that it's a zombie apocalypse happening? And waffles. You order a coffee and waffles. You finish eating and you sit down at your table with table and drink your coffee. A few minutes later, you hear shouting outside the diner. Pay your tab and walk outside to see what the shouting is about. Not shouting, shouting. You pay your tab and leave the diner. As you do so, you notice that the street is completely cleared of people. There are no cars anywhere. Only a couple of motorcycles parked next to each other. Look for the owners of the motorcycles. You look for the owners of the two motorcycles and eventually find them sitting together talking to each other. One of them turns out to be an older man who introduces himself as Mr. Smith. The other one is a young girl named Donna. Mr. Bond. Say. Bond. James Bond. The owner of the motorcycle says, James Bond, that's a nice name. I'm sure he must be very famous. Say, unfortunately, I'm very bad at my job. Yes. You don't need to say just close is good enough. Okay. Mr. Smith replies, oh, don't worry about that. We're all friends here, right? After some more talk, you agree to meet up again sometime in the future. Meet up with Mr. Smith and Donna. I decided that it's now. We're meeting up now. Later is now. You meet up with Mr. Smith and Donna. They seem pretty friendly. You aren't really quite ready to trust them yet. Ask Mr. Smith what he used to do before. You know what? No. Mr. Smith, what did you do before this whole thing happened? You ask Mr. Smith what he did before this whole thing happened. He tells you that he was a mechanic in his hometown until the virus hit in the area and turned everything into mindless zombies. Everything. Everything. Not everyone, but everything. I see. Donna, what about you? What did you used to do? Zombie car. You ask Donna if she used any special skills or talents besides being a waitress. She replies that she was good at math and had a passion for drawing. Carps. Holy fuck. Zombie cars. Zombie pharmacy makes a lot of sense now. Holy shit. Asked to see one of Donna's drawings. It's very nice. You ask to see one of Donna's drawings. She shows it to you, and you like her style. You think she could make a decent artist someday. Mr. Smith replies, well, I guess we'll see then, shall we? We have to find a cure. Do you have any ideas what to do? I'm starting to get attached. I can't kill them now. Why does it keep saying Mr.? I don't know. You say, we need to find a cure. Mr. Smith replies, I'm going to assume that means... I think it thinks that Mr. is his name. And the period denotes a new line. So it's pushing it onto another line, I think. Like, it thinks that Mr. is the end of the sentence. So I'm reading it as Mr. Smith replies, I've got an idea. Let's build a giant robot and put James Bond in it. Yes, let's do that. That sounds awesome. I like the way he thinks. We are gonna need supplies. What do you need? And would $10 help? Thank you, Otwat. I'm enjoying this. You say, we're going to need supplies. He says, okay, I know where we can get some things. We should go now. You follow him outside, and he leads you down the streets to the large warehouse. Will this be everything you need to build the giant robot? You say, yes, this will be everything that we need to build a giant robot. Mr. Smith nods and starts walking faster. He suddenly stops and turns around to address you directly. Okay. Hey, where are you going? Don't you want to stay here a while longer and talk about your plans? You reply, no. Okay, no, hold up. Let's get started. This robot will be the only cure to the zombie outbreak. Period. Colon. All right, there we go. Had to revert because it went off onto some other thing. You nod and agree. Mr. Smith begins building a giant robot while you wait patiently for it to finish. Eventually, Mr. Smith returns with a few other people who look a lot like different than you expected them to from your first impressions of them. Thank you, Mr. Smith. Here is $10 for your work. Keep the change. Then get in the giant robot. You thank Mr. Smith and get in the robot. Use robot aggressively to kill everything. You begin using the giant robot to aggressively kill everything in sight. You quickly learn that you don't really have much control over it. It attacks anything within range and tries to destroy everything in sight. It's perfect. It's fine. Continue zombie genocide recklessly, saving the human race. Our friends, listen, I have a giant robot now. I don't need friends. You continue to use the giant robot recklessly, killing all those around you until you eventually stop and fall asleep inside of it. The end. Good story, everyone. I liked it. The end. Good. What was the last genre? I feel like we should do at least the last genre. I don't remember. I think it's apocalypse. Yeah, I think we haven't done apocalyptic yet. We've done a few custom ones. Let's do the apocalyptic one. A courier. Oh, this is like Fallout. All right. Let's see. It could be a soldier, a scavenger, a survivor, or a courier. Let's play New Vegas. Enter your character's name. Tim. Wait. Hold up. Texas Red. There we go. You're a Texas Raid, a courier trying to survive in a post-apocalyptic world, scavenging amongst the ruins of what is left. You have a parcel of letters and a small pistol. It's a long, dangerous road from Boston to Charleston, but you're one of the only people who knows the roads well enough to get your parcel of letters there. You set out in the morning and hope to make it before nightfall. The road is bumpy and hilly, with occasional potholes to be patched up as you travel along. The sun has not risen yet when you reach the town of New Salem, which looks a lot like a ghost town now. That's the guy who the ranger killed. You're gonna die. It's okay. We already know how this one's gonna end. Look at the address on the letter. On the first parcel. Is that the word that it's going with? Parcel? Parcel. Your eyes flick over the front page of the parcel. New Salem, South Carolina, 12 p.m. You quickly glance through the letter. Wait, no, I didn't want to read it. I just want to know where the fuck I was going. A quick glance through the letter reveals that it contains an urgent message from your sister, Sarah. She says that she needs help getting to her mother's house in Lexington, Kentucky. Okay, well, I'm not much of a postman if I'm carrying my own letters. I guess I delivered it to the town? Wait, okay, so... Okay, I think I figured out what just happened. So our sister addressed a letter to us in the town of New Salem. Like imagine where you live. Let's say you lived in Austin. I live in Austin right now, right? But let's say I got a letter from my sister, which I don't have one, but let's say I did. And the letter said Dallas, right? And so I look at the letter and it says Colin Mullen, Dallas, Texas. And I'm like, okay. And so I go to Dallas, and then I deliver the letter to the guy who it's supposed to go to, which happens to be me, in the town where I'm supposed to be. So I did my job. I just delivered it to the proper location first before opening it. Does that make sense? Because I think that's what just happened. Do I need to have a chart for this? No, but go with it? Okay. The letter was addressed to me in New Salem, but I wasn't in New Salem, so I went to New Salem so that way I'd be where the address was supposed to be. And then I went there, and then I opened the letter. I think you're overthinking this. The AI is just dumb. No, I know that, but I'm trying to make sense out of it so that we can have some sort of, like, coherent thing. That's more coherent. It's stupid. Trust me, it's really stupid. Alright, go to Lexington, Kentucky. I don't know why I bothered to go here. Seems a little bit out of the way. You head towards Lexington, hoping that you will find your sister soon. After all, if she's still alive, then She'll probably want to see you too. You walk down the street for several minutes until you come across a group of young men standing near a building. Excuse me. Is this Lexington? You approach them slowly and then immediately turn around to stare at you. They seem surprised that someone would ask a question so suddenly. They don't answer right away. Instead, one of them speaks into his radio, which he holds tightly into his hand. Say slightly louder this time. Excuse me. Is this Lexington? He doesn't respond immediately, but he takes a few seconds. After a few seconds, he replies back. Yes, this is Lexington. He continues to speak into his radio. This is Mr. Jones. I'm coming to Lexington. Please hurry. You continue walking towards Lexington. Okay. I guess we'll just keep doing that then. Let me know when something changes, game. Eventually, you reach the door of your sister's house. It's locked, but you manage to pick the lock anyway. Could just knock. You push the door open and enter the house. Sarah is sitting on the couch watching TV in her underwear. Hey, what was I doing here again? Wait, she needs help getting to her mother's house in Lexington. You ready to go to Mom's house? Apocalypse is really casual. She's just chilling, watching TV. She smiles at you and nods enthusiastically. Okay, let's go. She's probably... Ah! Okay, let's go, you say. As soon as you leave the room, she grabs your arm and whispers into your ear, "Don't forget my present." She then kisses you passionately on the lips. Nope! 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 Shoot Sarah dead. You pull your gun and fire twice into Sarah's chest. Her body falls backwards onto the floor. You quickly run out of the room. You hear a gunshot behind you, but ignore it. Go back and shoot her more. It's the fucking Folgers ad. You turn around and see Sarah lying on the ground. She's bleeding profusely from her chest. You can feel her heart beating rapidly in your own chest. You stutter before continuing to shoot her. You continue shooting her as she lies dying on the floor. Shooting. Sorry, I have a J in there. You nod. She looks up at you with blood pouring out of her mouth. What did you do to me? I killed you, you replied calmly. Leave the house. You walk downstairs and through the front door. The rest of the family has gathered outside. You take their guns away from them. You tell them to stay inside while you investigate what happened here. Okay. Search for clues. I guess we need to figure out the mystery. He searched the house thoroughly, looking for clues that might help you figure out who did this. You find a diary in one of the rooms written by Sarah. In it, she describes how she was abducted by aliens and brainwashed into believing that they were her real parents. Who did this? Who could have made this happen? The alien subplot. I didn't expect that. That does explain quite a bit and makes it a lot less weird. It explains the kiss. Go check the body. Spiral of Vertigo, thank you for 11 months of support. That's a very long time. Thank you so much. Lean over to the body and kneel beside it. You look at the bullet holes in her head, then read the diary entry again. I'm sorry I couldn't save you, she writes. What? Read more of the diary. One day when I woke up, I wasn't feeling right. My mind was clear enough to know that it had been a while since I'd woken up, but my body seemed tired. I looked around the room and saw nothing amiss, so I figured I must be dreaming. I heard voices outside. They sounded familiar, but not quite right. The voices started talking about how we would meet again soon. All that good stuff. Check the body for a pulse. Maybe she's not dead. Maybe she's okay. I stand up and check the body for a pulse. It doesn't seem to be there. He decided to call it a night. When I got home, I found that my father had taken everything away from me. Why is the category Gamer 2? I had to make sure. Listen, all night people have been getting back up. This family sucks. Search for clues on where my father might be, I guess. To be fair, my sister came on to me pretty hard. You head back to the house and you ask if anyone knows where your father might be. Nobody seems to know much. We learn that he lives in a town called New Hope. After checking the police station, you head off into the woods. I don't want to head off into the woods just because we have nothing else going on. Go to New Hope. You set off into the woods and can eventually come across a road. The only thing you can think of is that he took a wrong exit. As you approach town, it becomes apparent that it isn't as big as it appears from afar. Okay, hold up. My sister was an you killed, okay, hold up. You killed your sister because she was a alien and your father took your stuff. Go into town. You enter the town and see it's a lot smaller than you thought. It's even smaller than we thought. There are no signs of life anywhere, though there's a grocery store with several people inside. A man comes out of the grocery store and walks towards you. Who are you? No sign of life. The man looks at you and he says his name is Mikey. He has information about your father. He tells you that he was born in the year 2027. Which means he's probably still alive. Okay. Can you tell me anything else about my father? Mikey tells you that your father was a truck driver who lived in New Hope. He also mentions that he worked in the same place for 20 years before retiring. He didn't leave any... What? He didn't leave any children, but he did leave behind 2 dogs named Charlie and Hazel. What? My father didn't have any children. What? Am I a dog? I mean, Texas Red could be a nickname, right? It's not really a name. Mikey laughs and says, yes, you're a dog. Okay, I guess that solves that. Then he asks you to follow him outside. Outside, Mikey leads you down a dirt path and stops in front of a farmhouse. He points to it and says, that's our house. Nice house. Any idea where my father is? Mikey looks surprised when he hears this. Then he says he doesn't know where your father is. He goes on to say that he thinks the last time he saw him was somewhere in the summer of 2035. Okay, so he was born in 2027. When he was 8? But okay. They're old childhood friends. Okay, well, I need to go find my father. I'm sure you understand. Goodbye. Okay, so no. Don't even start with this like, oh, well, it was okay that my sister kissed me on the lips passionately thing. No. Nope. She was wearing underwear. That's weird, and that's why I killed her. You walk over to the house and knock on the door. A woman opens the door and introduces herself. She introduces herself as Mary Lou. She is your mother. Your father died 5 years ago, so she hasn't seen or heard from him since. She was trying to make out with me while wearing nothing but underwear. That's weird. That's a weird thing to do with your sibling. She was wearing nothing but her underwear, and that's why it was weird that she was kissing me passionately. Also, she was my sister, which is also a weird thing. She died like she lived. A bitch. It's not offensive because she was actually a dog. So it's fine. I just came to help her find her mother's house. And then she tried to make out with me, which was fucking weird. She hasn't seen or heard from him since he died. I just realized that sentence exists. That's good. That's good. Probably best you don't. What? What? I'm reading over chat trying to make any more sense of it, and chat is not making any more sense. The dog mailman is very cute, okay? Alright then. I'm sorry, Mom. I had to kill Sarah. She was being weird, and it was like that Folgers commercial, and she nods her head and says that's alright. She'd rather not hear about it again. It tells you to come in and sit down. Okay. Sit. Come in and sit down. I'm a good boy. I sit. You sit down and look around the room. It's very plain, but there's a TV hooked up to an old-fashioned radio playing country. There's a TV hooked up to an old-fashioned radio playing country music. There is a bed in one corner and a dresser against the wall. How have you been? Mary Lou says she's fine and thank you for coming here. She tells you that she'll be leaving soon too. If you want to stay here now, would be a good time to ask her permission. Where are you going? I don't know what the point of... Mary Lou says she's heading back to town and will be home late tonight. She asks if you want to wait with her while she gets ready. You agree and get up off the floor. Mary Lou walks over to you and sits next to you on the bed. Concern? What do you need from town? Oh, thank God. Mary Lou smiles and answers, nothing really, just some food and water for the ride back. You continue to talk for a few more minutes. Eventually, Mary Lou leaves the room, closing the door behind her. Thank God. Oh God, I thought the mom was gonna try and fuck us too. It didn't go as bad as it could have. Go to sleep knowing that everything is alright. I said knowing, not thinking. Is that it? Story over? That's a good death flag. Okay. Yeah, that's Yeah, that is Did I win? I don't know what I guess I don't. The apocalypse is past, you're safe. Well, that's good. The end. I just slept through it. It's over now. That was a story. I won. I guess I was a dog who murdered my sister because she was being a creeper. I'm gonna check the art. Looks like there's just one new one. Let's see what today's Chronog game was today. I believe it's Onimusha. Is that the name of it? Onimusha Warlords. It is 56% off, which means that it is $8.89. It's a samurai game. I've seen it like a billion times, but never actually bothered to read it. That was a story and a half. We've got this art from What the Doot, and it's of Hollow Knight and the little friend fella bouncing on the bouncy shrooms. It's good. It's very cute. Friends. It's good. It's good stuff right there. Well, it wasn't that she was in underwear. It was she was in underwear trying to make out with me. That was fucking weird. And she was my sister while doing it. That was weird. Thank you, What the Dude, for the art. It's amazing. Thank you. It's very cute. She deserved death. She deserved it. She got what she deserved. Don't even start with me, chat, on this like, oh, I don't know, man. It's kind of immoral of you to kill your weird incestuous sister. It's not a Folgers ad. You try and pull that shit, I kill you. And that's where we're going to end today's stream. I hope you enjoyed it. I did. So there's that. I'm going to raid someone at random. Hopefully they're good. We'll be doing the Town of Nowhere hopefully sometime soon. I don't know when. Sometime soon. We haven't done it this week, but I want people to have a chance to like catch up, and kind of want to wait until after the anniversary stuff is over so that way I can focus all of my attention on that, and then I can go back to worrying about the other stuff. Should be good. Should be good. I'm gonna go ahead and why don't we raid Fred? Fred deserves a raid. I'll do that. Sometime this weekend? No, this weekend is my first anniversary, so I kind of need to focus on that. So maybe sometime next week. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time. If you enjoyed this, let me know, and I'll do more. I kind of want to do more. Anyway, I'll see you guys. Brrr.